This is page 16, etude called Consolation. It's etude number 13 in the book. Common time, key is C major. It's got some interesting things going on because you have to hold fingers down while doing other things with other fingers and control, so it's good control. I would encourage you to do a lot of one-hand stuff on this and go really slow. At the beginning, you're holding the whole notes down. And while you're doing that, you're doing this little trill in the upper voices, or the upper fingers. And 4 and 5 is good. How fast you go is up to you. What we want right now is slow, even, and steady. And I recommend that you collapse your wrist, keep the wrist loose. So if you can collapse the wrist on the accents or the natural accents, that helps to make it stay loose. Helps. Otherwise you tense up. And when you tense up, you can't play. Yeah. So here, I would just collapse the wrist on the little finger. Because all I'm doing is transferring weight from 4 to 5. I'm just holding the thumb down, and I'm still transferring weight from 4 to 5. Then on measure 5, they want 4th finger on the here. I tend to want to do a 3rd there, but 4th is fine. 3rd finger there. Now, on measure 7 here, that's a quarter note, quarter note. Hold them down with the fingers. So, like so. Really, you got 2 notes down at the same time, and then you come, as you play that, you release that, and then here. And then we go on, and this thing of holding notes down, this is where we're at. Let's look at the right hand. That left hand's got whole notes. You can deal with those. Right hand here. Quarter notes. This is the melody. This is what. And while we're doing these other things, 5th finger on that one. So, speed-wise, it's not important right now. What we want is this control. We want to hold these down, connect them. See the idea? Now let's go down to measure 16, where the repeat signs are. Now you've got it in the left hand. Quarter notes, the stems are going down, hold them down. And you have the melody's in the right hand, I think. I can't tell you for sure where the melody is, but it's like a duet, I guess. Thumb here. Here in the right hand, look out. Now, on measure 20, they're saying here and here. It puts you up into this area. I don't care for that, especially if you have big hands and fat fingers, it doesn't work. So I do this fingering. This is measure 20 in right hand. I do a 1, 2, 3. So I don't have to put thumb here. So it's, because you ended it on 3rd finger, so just do here. And that's really what this etude is about, is doing this. The idea is then you got to stay relaxed, and you'll tend to tense up when you do this. Again, collapse the wrist on the accent, and the reason for the collapsing the wrist is to just help make sure you stay loose. I mean, when you speed it up, you can't do that. you might collapse a little bit occasionally. It won't be every beat. It'll be every measure or so, or maybe a phrase. You'll have to figure it out. But we want to hear that melody legato. Then we add the articulation and the dynamics soft at the beginning. Slow down, lift up, and then it's soft, and then crescendo a little bit. You go ba-da-da-da-da-da. Some editions put a swell in there and some don't. This is measures 10 and 11, so it's some do and some. Get to know the piece and you kind of feel these dynamics and these swells. And then on measure 12 there's a crescendo. It doesn't tell you how loud to get, so don't get too loud here. And then measure 14, you diminuendo and poco ritardando, so you're getting softer and you slow down a little bit, not a lot. And then all tempo there, measure 16, and this is kind of on the soft side. Some editions put in a swell there at between measure 16 and 17, where you're swelling up to measure 17 and then back down. Some don't, some do. Get to know the piece. Do you feel it there or not? Do you feel any increase in dynamic? You'll have to experiment with the dynamics. And then on measure 18 you crescendo. And then on this edition at measure 20 has medium loud. Really it's the quarter notes we want to hear. And then that last little bit there at measure 24 going on to the end, the second ending. They have these slurs in here. The first one, the one slur ends and the next, that's adjacent slurs. They're connecting together. You don't break between those. You connect it all. So at the last two measures, you slow down a little bit and you get softer. As far as how fast you take it, speed, you got to have it accurate, and it has to be even and under control, and these quarter notes got to be connected legato. So I'll leave it up to you. Speed is secondary in my opinion. You get that. That is more important than playing it fast.